statement by Canadian Foreign Minister Anita Anand in Kuala Lumpur, Friday, 11th of July 2025. 1. Canada-ASEAN Free Trade Agreement in focus. During her official visit to Malaysia for the 58th ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting, Canadian Foreign Minister Anita Anand reaffirmed Ottawa's commitment to finalising a comprehensive free trade agreement, FTA, with ASEAN. In remarks to Reuters, Anand said Canada is seeking to finalize a free trade deal with Southeast Asian nations as part of a push to expand into new markets. She added, "The work is being done with alacrity to finalize the text. It is complex, but we are very much looking forward to it being completed as soon as possible. The FTA has been under negotiation since 2021. Now to 2. Diversification amid U.S. tariffs and global trade shifts. Anand also addressed the broader context of shifting trade alignments. Diversifying Canada's trade portfolio is not just about new markets, it's about reducing reliance on any single partner, she said, in reference to recent U.S. protectionist measures. With the United States imposing new steel, aluminum, and automotive tariffs, Canada is actively repositioning itself toward Asia-Pacific economies. ASEAN offers both resilience and growth potential, Anand told media, adding that Ottawa views Southeast Asia as a strategic anchor in its Indo-Pacific Strategy. 3. Strategic partnerships beyond trade. While trade remains central to Canada's ASEAN policy, Anand stressed that bilateral and multilateral ties are expanding into other sectors. She listed food security, green energy, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and supply chain resilience as core pillars. "We're not just building pipelines of commerce," she said, but also bridges of trust in science, climate, and technology. This aligns with Canada's stated goal of becoming a strategic partner to ASEAN, a status conferred in 2022. 4. Engagement with press and diplomatic corps in KL. Anand held a virtual press conference with Canadian media from Kuala Lumpur on July 10th at 21:30 MYT, outlining the outcomes of her bilateral and multilateral meetings. Earlier in the day, she conducted an outdoor interview with Reuters in KL, reinforcing Canada's Indo-Pacific pivot and economic diversification drive. Summary of outcomes. Canada reaffirmed its goal of concluding the ASEAN-Canada Free Trade Agreement as soon as possible. Formal discussions extended beyond trade to include critical areas such as food security, AI, and green technology. Anand emphasized diversification in light of escalating U.S. tariffs, positioning ASEAN as a future key trading bloc for Canada. Canada reiterated its commitment to ASEAN as a long-term diplomatic, security, and economic partner. Next steps. Canada will host the next round of ASEAN-Canada FTA negotiations in Ottawa in August 2025. Sector-specific cooperation agreements in AI and food security are expected to be signed during the ASEAN Business and Investment Summit in Jakarta this September. Anand is scheduled to meet with Indonesian and Vietnamese ministers over the weekend to advance bilateral chapters of the FTA. Canada will submit a white paper to ASEAN outlining its multi-sector Indo-Pacific economic engagement strategy by Q4 2025. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still. A light, a love, a living will.
don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.